We have a special treat today for our long followers who've been with us since the very beginning.
Lafnir comedy fans, Lafnir Minimalist Furniture, people who've
been listening to the podcast for all 4 episodes.
Yes. Team Us comedy fans.
What Vic and I have decided to do, against anyone's best judgment, is we are going to watch our very first clips from when we first started doing stand-up. And we're going to provide some commentary, and we encourage you all. We'll splice it in so you'll be able to see what we're seeing.
If you didn't think about quitting before.
But you know, I feel like one of the things that's going to happen, you watch this and you see how far you've come.
Yes, yeah.
For the record, we're doing this.
What if you're like, I'm still doing that bit?
It's going to be, this is going to be really funny, and this is a joke, and how far we've come, we may cry. At some point.
Also, I want to.
I already know it's gonna be.
I'm so
painful.
uncomfortable just
so
by the
painful
first
to watch.
Screenshot of this.
It just to hear yourself when you were bad. And the other thing is, well, let's just play it. But like at the time, we're both going, I am killing it.
Yes, and we both were the confidence.
We've been doing stand up.
Months.
Less than a year.
Less than a year here. So this is we're both Tyler and I have both been doing comedy for 10 years.
Okay, yeah, I mean, before we show any of this, we are professional comedians now.
This is sub 1 year at a show we produce. And
we've been doing stand up for 10 years now. We work
and,
clubs.
Oh.
We've had clips not go viral.
It's not great to be like, this is an office building
right.
we did a show at.
This might have been our peak.
So okay, this first one, I'm hosting the show.
Vikram is MCing.
I'm about to bring up Tyler. So here we go. Okay, let's see.
Bring up is another producer of the show, member of Team Us. He's in I'm a Turtle, the improv group that's going to perform tonight. Second City.
Credit. Wait.
Credits.
Pause. Okay, so 122 of 2016. So almost 10 years.
78 views.
78 views. 9 years ago. The credit you introduced me with is you're going to see him do improv later on the same show.
Also, did you hear me? I go, he trained at Second City because we were in class.
That was our big credit at the time.
That's how we met, so it was a big deal. So I'm really...
and at the time we thought like... And people hear that, they were like, "Oh,
hey, shit, Second City, dude.
Like, he could afford classes.
Yeah,
now I got them for free, dog."
And my favorite is me as the host reading from a piece of paper.
Yeah, and I'm your good friend, by the way.
I'm reading, so I don't miss a single thing.
Okay, all right,
let's
play.
Put your hands together for my man Tyler Fowler.
Lit crowd. Big
both
hug.
Safe. Notice the suits.
Both wearing suits. Notice my hair looks way better.
No glasses.
No glass. I didn't have glasses
you look
yet.
good here.
I didn't have glasses.
What
no,
happened?
I don't look. My hair buzzed like that. Looked like shit.
Dancing.
Oh, I do this for a long time.
I think they do that all night.
Oh.
I know we were telling jokes. I was just gonna go with the music. I couldn't help but notice that the other lovely comedians we saw this evening came out to some more gangster rap type music. I was stuck here with the best thing a white guy could do.
Oh no!
An 80-pound white girl with a series of songs about fair relationships. She really is our Tupac, you guys.
Taylor Swift is our Tupac was the bit.
Yes. I'm a proud and very avid Taylor Swift.
Hold on. You've been touching the mic stand since you've been on stage. You've been fingering this thing.
Vic, we're a minute in. You're going to see that for another 10. This is a 10.5 minute clip.
Also, this is how you know the show is DIY because the mic stand is like a music mic. It's like not the right.
music mic stand.
It's like weird.
Okay, the other context is this is an office where I work, where they let us use a conference room on a Friday night for free. There's 200 people there. We somehow got, but it's fully lit, right? Or maybe the front half is lit.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not like stage lights.
No. And there's no stage. So you're just standing
in a corner.
You're standing in front of a conference room.
Already, I'm so uncomfortable.
First of all, I don't know what you've said. You said something about Tupac.
I said Taylor. Basically, the bit is Taylor Swift is our Tupac.
Our Tupac. Okay.
Not alone. Thank you to that one person. And if anyone thinks that somehow makes me less of a man, I would quote a very wise ancient Chinese proverb in saying, "I shake it off."
Taylor Swift bit.
Say, haters are gonna hate. Hate.
Also,
doing decent in the room.
Also doing rap lyrics, holding the microphone like a rapper.
Well, and
those are Taylor Swift lyrics. I know, but you're
holding
doing
it like
it,
a
but you're
rapper.
holding it.
Oh,
like,
no,
which
trust
is
me.
so
Me
funny.
appropriating black culture is going to get so much worse in this video.
can't wait.
I would like to make a statement, first of all. I'm sorry. To black people, I'm sorry. I've been doing stand-up for 6 months,
wait.
and I thought just doing a black accent was
Yes.
cool,
Yeah.
kind of. Or
Hey,
like
some people still doing that.
funny.
We can
100%.
name him.
Matt Rife.
Yeah.
His whole career, one of the most famous comedians
Do you know
right
how
now.
much black accent you have to do that all the suggested videos are black people on the bottom?
It's Drewski, fucking Shannon Sharp. What is that? Flavor Flav in the middle? Who's that? The other thing that's damning about this, there's maybe like we said, this is like our biggest show at the time.
Yeah.
There's maybe 200 people there. From the backs of their heads, I know every single person. in
Yeah,
this frame.
yeah.
I know those are my 3 friends
Yep.
in the front. That's Dev's brother and who was now his wife. I know this guy. I knew all of these people.
We used to draw back in the day.
All right, play.
All right,
God,
here we
we're
go.
a minute and a half in. Oh. Hey.
Doing well.
I've been exciting news. I started dating someone recently. Please, I appreciate your enthusiasm. If you could hold your applause until the end, this story gets severely more depressing in a moment.
The cadence is so funny.
Yes.
So I started dating someone recently, but it very early on became apparent that I was more interested in her than she was in me. That was sweet. Thank you for that. So you know how it goes. You're kind of that weird stage where you don't really want to put a label on things, but then a court order kind of forces you to.
Oh, I remember this joke. Oh yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't know if I can commit to a firm stalky kind of relationship yet. You know? I just
Pause.
had a restraining order lifted.
He's a minute and a half in, be like, I'm a creep.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. There's another thing I want to say. It was a different time. It was 2016.
different time.
Being a stalker was
fun.
a little funny.
Yeah, a little funny.
Okay. Now this is pre-Me Too.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I would never. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, women, and I'm sorry, black people. Play.
You know your 2 biggest fan bases.
Or at least finish my parole, for God's sake. No, but it's like I thought that we had been happily seeing each other for a long time. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she starts closing her blinds at night.
I remember when you wrote that tag. This is the big tag.
Stop. Pause.
Does
Pause.
your mom even know about me?
Might be knowing it's funny.
That's funny.
Gets an applause break. For someone who's been doing stand-up 6 months, it has the structure of a joke. Promising. Promising.
It is also, yes, it is actual. That's the thing.
It's
People-
jokes.
This
They're
should be,
bad, but they're jokes.
This should be put out there. Be like, hey,
But
here's how
and
to.
that specifically, the joke of like, oh, I thought we were seeing each other, and then she started closing her blinds. I've heard so many open micers who've been doing it 2 weeks do the same. It's like everyone goes through that phase of being like,
Of like-
oh, I thought of that, and it's a joke, you know.
But at least to your point, it is a structure of a joke, and you're doing like the details. You got
Okay.
the blinds, you got the thing. Does her mom even know me?
Right,
As a
it's
tag?
tags.
Yeah, it's
I'm
tags.
I'm rolled. Okay,
Man, this is a
I'm
bit.
gonna try and go a little while before we pause again. But I'm struggling over here.
Mic stand is crazy.
I go right back because I'm terrified.
Yeah, you can
I'm
tell.
trying to hide behind it.
Now, by this point in the show, a lot of you probably think, man,
This point in the show, I've been on for 2
this
minutes.
Taylor Swift fan is a fucking creep.
Oh, at least you acknowledge
And
it.
you're not wrong. No, I'm sure some people are thinking, man, what are you doing creeping in some girl's window? It's 2016.
This is a good
Get
bit.
shit online.
It's 2016.
I
Is
assure you, my digital stalking game is on point.
Oh.
But every once in a while, like a little TBT, you know? Do it the old-fashioned way. The stalking of our forefathers, you know? Get offline, get out in the real world, get your hands dirty.
you should bring this one back. This is actually decent. It's not
Get
bad.
Get your hands dirty. Get it? That's gross, but funny. Also, what's my posture? My neck is like stuck out like this.
You feel. That's what I was gonna point out. You got to pause here.
Okay, great. We made it through
Since-
another minute.
Since you've been up, you've been like
I'm
this.
like,
Yeah, you're like it's almost like
but
you're,
it's one of those
it's
things
a
where
nervous
you're
thing.
you're so new
Yeah.
to stand up.
You don't know how to relax.
It's survival.
Yeah.
I the last thing I'm thinking about is my posture.
This is an adrenaline response.
Right, 100%. I'm like slowly crouching into a ball to protect my vital organs. Is what's happening.
Do you remember the
I'm
feeling?
grabbing the mic stand.
You would get that feeling before you went on stage. Is a little rush of you're like, oh, and then your whole body, you can feel you're like stuck in that role.
You're seeing it.
Oh, it's so funny.
All right.
You kind of have that thrill
Also,
of,
insane to do 10 minutes 3 months in. I mean, it's
100%.
very
you know,
impressive.
whenever I tell a story, I like to ask, like, you know, just to see if anyone knows. You meet some real fucking interesting people that way. You know?
This is why improv is. People hate on improv. That's good because you can do all those little That's like people don't do that 5 years in.
100%. Yeah, dude, I was great.
Which is precisely why I keep my digital stalking strictly to LinkedIn.
Stalking on LinkedIn, hilarious.
Classic bit.
Hilarious.
I see a couple like middle management-ish professionals in the room who know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a LinkedIn user has viewed your profile.
We both had big LinkedIn bits.
6 times. That's right, girl. Yes, he has. And he likes what he sees.
No! I didn't tell you it was gonna be good. This is why we're watching this, because it was bad. If it was gonna be, it's not me jumping around.
You start really getting.
I was a Def Jam act for
my God. You were doing a lot of black shows at the time.
You motherfuckers.
You're in a suburban. You're like in a white office building in downtown. The audience could be not be less diverse. And
Rob was there. Your friend Rob was there.
But oh my God, that was so crazy. But also still working in the room.
Killing.
When all your friends come, you can do whatever you want.
Now, for the less educated amongst us, and perhaps the romantically disadvantaged,
Romantically disadvantaged is fun.
Premium is a paid service that lets
So
you
wordy.
view a user's profile while remaining anonymous. Because women love mystery. They love knowing that something's there and not quite being able to reach out and grasp it.
Y'all are gonna be so mad in a second.
You know, like a fair wage.
Oh, here we go. Push in the wokeness.
Like opening a pickle jar.
There it is. Hit him back though.
7 cents to that dollar.
I'm not proud of this, guys.
You guys got real offended. I didn't mean that in a bad. Okay, well, we're gonna derail this sumbitch for a second.
Some bitch is one word. Hilarious.
Wait, I was just pointing it out, you guys. I'm not corporate America. Jesus. Okay, and a lot of you are thinking you're a tall white guy. You are corporate. Yeah, I might look like him, but I just play him on TV.
Pause.
Anyway, where are we?
Actually, turn the TV off.
You want to go the full 10? We don't need to go. It's a 10 is a long time.
Oh, we're seeing this through because Vic, it gets worse.
Oh, this is actually. I mean,
but in the room
killing. Also, it did get like a response like
But
that.
so, first of all, you get your comeuppance in a minute when we're about to fucking watch your clip. But this is classic, this early on where I say something like that and you think you're making social commentary.
Yes.
You're like, oh, look, I said something about
you're
the
so
wage
proud.
gap.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, ooh, that's crazy that you said that.
And then
I don't think I'm making a difference.
immediately I go, need help opening a pickle jar. You didn't even let it sit for a second.
Right. My timing was not good.
You guys were cheering a second ago.
Decent callback.
Oh, but it's true. Gotta be a little mysterious on LinkedIn, you know?
I've clearly forgotten what I'm
the
coming
bit.
next.
Talking about 2 users from Sit On My Face Enterprises have viewed your profile this week. Dolores, you're getting noticed. Join LinkedIn Premium today to find the love of your life.
Another classic, like, early to stand-up thing is where you should have known to skip that.
Yeah.
Like, after totally deviating from it.
wait.
So I'm jealous of gangster rappers.
You just did there's no transition. Wait, hold on. You forgot what you forgot it.
No, even worse. I know what's coming next, and I'm pausing on purpose.
For effect.
No, like
let
Vic,
him. Vic, hey,
Vic, this is the bit. You thought it was embarrassing before.
I forgot about this. Oh no,
yes,
I know this.
You know this bit.
Oh, the whole thing. You gonna pull out your phone?
I am gonna pull out my phone.
No, okay.
I am gonna pull out my phone.
Dang, right? You feel me.
You feel me.
This is where I can be like, you know? I can be like, yeah, I feel comfortable knowing that. No, but not like, I'm jealous, very jealous of most gangster rappers. Not for like the typical host of reasons, though.
Oh God.
Yeah, big house, fancy cars, I'd give or take that. Not because, you know, they get to choose objectifying women as a career choice. Jeez, you guys get real offended. Come on.
I wrote all this stuff thinking. I'm a
Stick with
hero.
me, folks.
I'm a hero.
No, but there's no.
Oh, reaching in the
the gangster rap community is a pretty glamorous lifestyle. But that's not why I'm jealous. There's one thing that all
I
rappers
forgot you
have
were a
at their
prop
disposal
comic for a couple
watch,
years.
Okay, watch this fucking murder.
really jealous of.
Oh, I remember each of these lines.
Oh, it gets so much worse. The bit being, I'm jealous.
The sound effects!
Yes. I'm jealous of the rap air horn.
Sound awesome!
I gotta download that app again.
The only artist that recorded that
That's gonna be
music.
on stage next week.
Vincent Van Gogh himself might actually have enjoyed some fame before he died, and every time you saw one of his paintings, it was like, and ladies and gentlemen, I give you a starry night.
But again, like, this is obviously so embarrassing. Promising bit for someone who just started stand-up. Like, it has the structure of a joke.
That shit makes everything cool!
And now you gotta heighten it.
That's why rappers get to string together this like barely audible list of like swear words, racial slurs.
I actually maybe am bringing this back.
Names of cities is very funny.
This is a good bit.
That's $1 million hit! No one's
Pause. Yeah, the bit being, that's why rappers get, because of the sound effects, they get to string together a barely audible list
That's funny.
of swear words, racial slurs, and names
Names
of
of
cities.
cities. That's good.
When I wrote that, I was like, this is the big bit.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that crazy? That's the best thing you've written since then.
you know what's funny? At the time, dude, again, I'm being like, this is gonna be, I'm gonna be doing this on Netflix.
See, but someone said this to me the other day, and I kind of believe it, because I think we obviously get better at comedy, obviously, as you get along. But in terms of writing,
Well, not
they're like,
necessarily.
you wrote something funny 10 years ago. It doesn't get
that muscle.
that muscle of being
Ah.
like, you obviously know how to cut fat, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But like, you're not like getting funny. You're just getting tighter.
And
Like,
better at it. That's interesting.
But funny is just funny. Like, that's a funny.
How I feel about all this is Mike Birbiglia has a thing he said about stand-up where when you're early on, it's going terribly. You have to be kind of crazy to do it.
Yeah,
Because
of
early
course.
on, it's going terribly, and you have to be able to look at yourself and go, this is going quite well.
Also-
and that's what we're seeing right here.
That's what
It's
we're
me
seeing right
going,
here.
this
but
is going quite well.
people who are watching this who are new are like, we had 200 people at a show. This kept us going for years.
We'll, once we hit the end, we'll recap.
We had the best time. You're killing in front of your friend. I
the
mean,
same luxury. Like if I could just get up on stage and start telling really shitty jokes, like
Structurally, I stand by this
you know
joke.
what they say. If you can't beat them, you hard boil them.
And at the time, I loved this because it was let me do these bad dad jokes.
yeah, which was
but
your
also
thing for a little bit.
You know
make
what
it
they
funnier. Like the bit, it's part of the bit that they're bad.
Yeah.
No pain,
So it's okay.
no gain. I find that to be particularly true for people who are recovering from addiction to Percocet.
No pain, no gain is true. Oh, true if you're recovering from addiction to Percocet. Fun. I'm gonna tweet that today.
You know, last year, there was a lot of controversy over this dentist who killed a lion on safari.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, this joke, I hate
Of
it.
course he killed him on safari.
So stupid.
Everyone knows
No.
Oregon Trail takes way too long to load on Chrome.
Funny, but Oregon Trail has not been on.
The oldest
Vic.
folks in the room, that was the internet browser joke.
Yeah, Vic. What do you? That's your problem with it? Is the Oregon Trail is dated?
To install the plugin next week, Johnny.
A nice riff about Vic being tech support. Because I think you had just done a bit
Yeah.
about that.
Again,
Funny
murder.
riffing.
Riffing.
One more. Nope.
This is a closer.
You know what they say. If you love something, you should let it go.
I remember
It's
this.
probably never very comforting for kids in foster homes. Well, I might as well leave you guys offended. I did a pretty good job of that. Before I go, please do me one favor. Give a very warm round of applause to your host, Mr. Vic Pondia.
And then I do the air horn again,
yeah.
of course.
That, I mean,
First of all, stop it before it gets to the next
Yeah.
one. In summary, yeah, I'm not proud of it. I'm sorry, women. I'm sorry, black people.
you gotta make an apology video.
I'm sorry.
Right after.
I'm sorry, everybody who had to see that. You know, I was gonna say we gotta archive these. Maybe leave it up.
I was gonna say,
people go
let it
look.
run.
Go
By the
look
way-
at. You
by
want
the
to go?
way-
You want to go watch it again? Go to YouTube.
That's better
Team
than
Us Comedy on
That's
YouTube.
better than 3 people have submitted to me this week.
What- that's dude. 100%.
That's what's wild. about
100%. And there's also this thing of like, oh, so again, that's at my office. The next week, on like Monday, a guy comes up to me in the office gym. And we both have headphones in. And he's like, take off your headphones. And he goes, I was at the show on Friday. You were my favorite comedian. That was awesome. You fucking killed. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, just, I do that every night. It's no big deal. But that kept me from quitting for 5 years.
And
Even now, it's going to keep me from
But
quitting.
that's what it is. Like, you need to have, to your point, the delusion. But if you're not having
Delusion.
like you had a good set today, and you're like, this is gonna keep me for a while. But
100%.
early on, we had to create these
Yeah.
moments and these sets.
Well, and you have you go from open mics where it's no one and you're bombing to the packed room.
Oh,
you're
it's-
killing. Like, you think everyone else is wrong. I'm
Yeah.
like, Netflix is calling me any day now. I've been
And-
doing stand-up 6 months. I'm that good.
and yeah, to go from there's no in between. It's from the worst to the
I
best.
almost am jealous of that guy in that video.
Yeah.